So this is a Bluetooth amplifier that is really common for people to use on builds for various things. And that's because it's super cheap. And you can see here. So it's Bluetooth built in. Here's the listing I just printed up. So as of right now, it's $10.97 with shipping. It's 2-channel, 50 watts each, so total of 100-watt amplifier, which is really, really good. But the one drawback is they don't have an auxiliary input anywhere. So like if you get a board like this, this is a similar type of deal. This has 2 of these chips to have 1 100-watt channels and 2 50-watt channels. But it's got the input for the audio is, you know, auxiliary line, headphone input, instead of Bluetooth. There's no Bluetooth module on this. So what I wanted to do is make a video to show you how you can attach a headphone jack to your Bluetooth amplifier, which is a really cool thing because it really sucks to have Bluetooth be the only way to connect to your device. It just is really limiting. So that's what we're going to look at right now. So it's actually really, really simple. So I knew that there just had to be just the right spot to do it, because I was pretty sure that this Bluetooth module, that's this blue board right here, and you can see this squiggly line is the antenna. This Bluetooth module handles the audio coming in on Bluetooth, and I knew it just had to output audio to the amplifier board. So it was just a matter of knowing where it outputted that audio so I could tap in with my own cable. So all I did is I just looked up the number on the module, which was CSR8635. There you go. So that's all I looked up, and I was able to get this pinout, which is this here. So, and the pinout just names all of the pins, so you can know what they all are and what they all do if you can, if you know the abbreviations and all that stuff. So, what we were looking for was the speaker left and the speaker right, which are these last 5 pins. So we've got this. These are numbered from pins 1 to 40. Pin 40 is ground, and we won't use the ground. But this one right here, it's 39 is it's left channel positive. 38 is left channel negative. We also have the 37, which is right positive, and 36, which is right negative. So those are the 2 channels right there and there, and those are the 4 inputs you need. So it's going to be these 4 pins. And if you look here on the board, so I've just soldered directly to those pins, which is a little tedious, but if you have a nice sharp soldering iron, then that's perfectly doable. So the only only problem with doing that is that your auxiliary cord, if you look at this here, this is what this is for. You see, it's only got 3 cables, and we're connecting to 4 pins. So we can have we have a white cable. Set that out here. We've got a white cable. We've got a red cable, and then we have a bare cable. Right? And so what you got to do is you split the bare cable into 2 sides, right? Just split it in half, and one half you're going to use as your right negative, and the other half you're going to use as your left negative. And the red is your right positive, and the white is your left positive. And so that way you can use your headphone wire and cut it apart, and then you just are able to solder that and attach that directly to that board. And now that functions as your auxiliary input. Alright, so this is not without any drawbacks. There is one problem, and if I turn this on, you'll probably hear it. And that is when there's no output, you have this hum on the speaker. So if this was a very big speaker, like I have on my boombox, that would be incredibly annoying. What happens is, if once you connect either on Bluetooth and it cuts out. But then eventually the Bluetooth module will shut off the speaker output, and then it starts humming again. And the same thing if I plug into it just with the auxiliary line, then that cuts out the static as well. So that's just the one thing to be aware of when you're deciding if you want to do this or not. There might be a solution. I'm not sure if there's a way around this to ground the auxiliary cable or something. I'm not sure. I do know that if you attempt to ground it on the ground pin, it just shuts off. It shuts off the whole amplifier. So that doesn't work. But I'm hoping there's some sort of easy solution to that. The other thing, which is worth noting, which is a good thing, is that the volume level output over the headphones is quite a bit louder than over Bluetooth. So let's see if I can show you here. So this is the Bluetooth connection.
We did. Who's in charge here? Roared Greyback, covering his moment of inadequacy. I say it's Potter. And him plus his wand, that's 200,000 galleons right there.
Back to the
but
Bluetooth.
If you're too gut to come along, any of you...
It's quite a bit quieter. So if you care more about getting even more amplification out of your system, then this aux input might be helpful for you. So there we go. That is my video on connecting an auxiliary input to your little board.